The One Law of the Universe, the Law of Love, is an essay in honor of all the ascended beings who are assisting us at this time. It is about the separation that took place on planet Earth millions of years ago. It is about the fall of mankind into duality, believing in good and evil, which has resulted in the planet itself being placed at risk. The Ascended Masters in the higher realms are assisting us now in the seventh golden age to return and unite with the Divine Mother and live the one law of the universe, the law of love. Planet Earth will then return to the beauty and perfection it once knew in the first golden age, and we will return to be the gods and goddesses we once were when we first came to planet Earth. The one law of the universe, the law of love. There is only one law in the universe. It is the law of love. To recapture the real meaning of love, one needs to go deep into the heart and recover the depths of what we once were when we first arrived on our planet Earth. We were gods and goddesses. We were connected to the Divine Mother. We were filled with grace. We were accompanied by the elementals and the angels. We were pure in thought, in word, and in deed. We understood the one law, the law of love. In one fatal moment in time, we agreed to separate from the Divine Mother and experience what it would be like to be separate from her love. Mother Akasha describes this in a most startling example. She said, quote, "It is like a beautiful newborn baby just birthed from the higher realms, still in touch with the energy of bliss and perfection. The mother holds the baby and coddles it with love. Suddenly, she throws the baby on the hard, firm floor. The rejection is a perfect example of the separation we created when we agreed to separate from the love of the Divine Mother. Our history has revealed all the harsh outcomes of this decision. We have experienced the tragic experiences that follow war and untimely death. Wounded souls in spirit and body return from the battlefield where memories destroyed all opportunities for happiness. Life itself took on new challenges: pain, poverty, limitation, hopelessness, illness. There were legions of challenges: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Struggle gave birth to anger, hatred, loneliness, despair, frustration, poverty, and pain. Words fail to describe the depths of hopelessness and despair that took place over millions of years, where the mind lost its way and the heart closed entirely to love. This is the separation we experienced. The baby being thrown upon the floor is a perfect example of the harshness, the unbelievable action of a mother who held the sweetness and innocence of the child in her arms and willingly allowed herself to separate from the purity and the love of the innocent child as she threw the child on the floor. This was our choice. We too chose to experiment. In so doing, we totally lost our connection with the Divine Mother. In making this decision, our higher self and our I Am presence could not dwell with us in the lower realms of duality, the place of belief in good and evil. Our higher self had to remain in the electronic energy of perfection, so it dwelled above us and within us. For millions of years, our higher self has waited for us to realize what we chose to do and what the repercussions were, and also what we need now to do in order to return to our previous state of perfection. All of the ascended beings, the ascended masters, the avatars, the archangels, the Elohas, the goddesses, the arcs, the angels, the Elohim, All of those in the higher realm of light waited and watched to see when they could intervene and help us undo what we had created and help us restore the perfection we once knew in the first golden age. They stood in the foothills of our lives and watched. They waited until they saw a glimmer of hope, a potential where we could undo the chaos we had created. We had to connect with our I Am presence. We had to realize that the absence of love had removed all potential for spiritual growth, all potential for happiness, all potential for fulfilling our destiny. On December 22nd, 2012, the seventh golden age began. Mighty Helios, caretaker of our physical sun, allowed a small portion of perfection to peek through. Because of our density, our bodies could not accept too much light. We could only take in a little perfection. Each month a little more light was increased, and this has allowed the hearts of mankind to begin to undo what we have created millions of years ago, in our separation from the Divine Mother and our separation from love. Our feeling body and our mental body must be pure in order for our physical body to be strong and healthy. There are 144 qualities of love in our feeling body. To name a few: adoration, bravery, charity, courage, elegance, faith, freedom, generosity, gentleness, harmlessness, harmony, honor, illumination, immortality, integrity, justice, kindness, purity. And these are just a few of the qualities we are to emulate. Now there are babies coming into our planet, evolved little beings who are free of karma. They are awake in many ways we know not of. They are here to help us bring our planet back to what it once was, a golden age, a planet of peace, purity, and harmony. There are many souls who have journeyed through many lifetimes, and in their elder age they are aware that they have learned through pain and suffering, and that there is a doorway now to leave limitation and pain behind. They know it is time to take responsibility for what has taken place and to help restore our planet back to the beauty and perfection it once knew. There are also the young people who are bringing in new ideas, new technology, new dreams, new energies, a new brilliance of hope and perfection. Now we can face a moment of truth, the moment when we may look at the past and know that now we can hold the power, the intelligence, the will, and the desire to do what is required to bring about a change in all aspects of life that are not for the highest good for our planet and for mankind. The powers of nature and the forces of the elements are waiting for us to wake up and take responsibility for changing everything that needs to be changed, whether it is in government, in banking, in our food chain, in any other laws that are creating disharmony at this time. Anything that is not of perfection must be removed from the planet. All life must be acknowledged as sacred. All plant life, all animals, all land forms. We must manifest a world where the elementals and the angels can dwell with us and walk beside us, knowing that we can and that we will create a heaven on earth once again. Fallen as we are, we must leap across the void and land securely on our feet and know that all of the ascended beings in the higher realm are there to walk beside us and assist us. This is not an impossible dream. It is a reality. Turn back the pages of time and imagine what we once were, gods and goddesses, perfect beings. Our planet was a place of beauty. Our animals were loved, and cared for. Our waters were pristine and pure. Our landforms were lush and green, and our air was clear and wonderful. Every flower, every seed was filled with enzymes of perfection. Every tree towered above the earth, stretching heavenward in strength and power. The soil was rich with fertility. The gods and caretakers of our planet, mighty Helios, mighty Virgo, mighty Neptune, mighty Aries, were able to enhance the beauty of our world instead of dealing with all the problems that we have created. Even though our planet is small in context to the rest of the galaxies and the universe at large, it was meant to be heaven on earth. It was meant to be a place of loveliness, a place of love, a place of light, and we were to be creator beings. This still is our calling now. We are meant to fulfill our destiny as well as the destiny of the planet. The Divine Director has changed our name from being called humans to being called unascended beings. We thank the Divine Director for allowing us to release the energy of the human and move into a place where we desire to change, to grow, to evolve, and to become what we were always meant to be, ascended beings. Here we are today, unascended now, striving to become what our destiny calls us to be, gods and goddesses, as we once were. Mother Kasha said, as we are now, we could not withstand 5% of the divine love of the Mother. This is our challenge, and this is our goal, to become what we once were when we knew what true love really was. Now it is up to us to undo what blocks us. We must clear entirely all doubt and fear. We must remove all memory of regret, and we must forgive ourselves for having chosen to separate from the love of the Divine Mother. We must remove all obstacles that block us mentally. We must clear our feeling body of all feelings that are not of love. We must remove any feeling that is not a step that will lead us toward perfection. This is our goal. So now we ask, how can this be done? What will erase all memories that cause pain? What will restore perfection? I know it is easier said than done. However, have we not a model before us? One who walked this path and made the way clear for us to follow? Jesus opened the doorway to love by being the very instrument of love itself. He walked before us, and now he walks with us. He is on the planet this very day. His golden light of illumination showers us with his strength. He is at this very moment available to all who call to him. And then, of course, there is his mother, Mother Mary. She showers her gifts of love on all who call her. There is Saint Germain. He spent 70,000 years on earth trying to understand how we created such chaos. He gave the world the sacred fire to cleanse and purify our minds, our hearts, our feeling bodies, and the planet itself, the landforms, and the waters of the world. Venus was our guardian planet for millions of years. There are many wonderful beings who have assisted us from Venus, and they are still assisting us now. The goddess of Venus, Sanat Kumara, the lords of the seven flames, Mighty Victory. Mighty Victory is known for never having experienced anything that was not victorious. And then we have the wonderful women, Mother Akasha, Mary Magdalene, Grandmother Anna, Lady Nada, Kuan Yin, and there are many others whom we do not even know. Much is being done to help us. Now it is up to us. We must each in our own way do what is required of us, no matter how challenging, no matter how hard. So how do we do this? We go within. We go deep within our being and discover whatever there is there that is not assisting us to move on, to grow, to become the gods and goddesses we once were. We must remove all anger, all struggle, all hatred, all doubt, all fear. We must remove everything that is not of love. How do we do this? We forgive ourselves. We forgive all of life. We forgive others. And if we cannot forgive, we must be willing to forgive. And we can ask Mother Akasha to forgive for us. She has already volunteered to do this. We need to empty ourselves of all judgment. We need to love ourselves, and we need to be grateful, knowing that we can make the changes necessary. Whatever it takes to restore perfection to our planet and to ourselves, we can accomplish. We must have the courage to be honest. Lord of Sun said, there are no small mistakes, no big mistakes. There are just mistakes that need to be released. Lord of Sun suggests that we choose peace. Peace is a holy place that shelters purity and love. Once anger and judgment are released, we may look into our mirror at home and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. Our soul will smile and know that we are on our way. There may be more to clear, but we are on our way to become what we once were, a god or a goddess. It is our privilege to undo what has been done. It is our responsibility to help restore America to be the light of the world. There is only one law in the universe. It is the law of love. May the seventh golden age restore this law, and may our beloved planet know once again the love of the Divine Mother. I wrote a poem entitled Forgiveness in honor of Mother Akasha, who has offered to help anyone who desires to forgive themselves. Forgiveness. I forgive myself and others and life itself. I accept myself and others in sickness and in health. I find new opportunities in poverty and wealth as I explore the infinite space within myself. Nothing can detain me. Love requires no help as I fulfill my destiny and I discover my true self. I also wrote another poem, The One Law of the Universe, in honor of Lord Maitreya. Lord Maitreya has emphasized the importance of recognizing the law of love as the only law of the universe. The one law of the universe. The law of love was given to humanity to guide and direct us, to show the best way to teach us to live, to assist us to be brave, to be strong, and to forgive. It showers opportunities on our gifts and our endeavors as we remain sincere and true. It shows us how to be holy in all we say and in all we do. The law is unchanging. It is filled with light. It guides and directs us to do what is right. It magnifies our opportunities to become all that we can be. It is the true essence of our destiny. I will conclude with the words, the one law of the universe is the law of love. May the seventh golden age be the law fulfilled. May separation be ended. And may this be an age of total love. I thank you.